99 and 4 comes to 103, which is still a 4. Doesn't matter what you add to the 9. It bows its head. It's that energy of completion. It doesn't need to boast itself because it knows who it is. It's the wholeness. It lets every number be itself at a higher level. So this last word is the 9, the Sadi, the 4, the open door, and the 1, the lowest number. And it's all coded. So you have Melchizedek. From that 13 to that final 1, it's the door of righteousness, the door of charity and loving kindness. And that's what Melchizedek is. We once had a great teacher, channeler, come here again, my friend Livnat Sion. And Melchizedek spoke. It was my previous home, actually. Melchizedek spoke, and he said his name meant Tzadkut L'Kol Devar, charity, righteousness to everything. So it's coded. It's an L conversion system. If you meditate on the sound of his name, Melchizedek, 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 it connects you with the center above, his center, his ashram at the center of the universe, and the center of in his ashram at the center of our world, of our earth. It builds, if you will, a rod of light. He's the conductor of light, the king of light. It builds a rod of light, what's called Melchizedek's rod. And it's enormously beautiful and powerful. Another L conversion system, and something to work with. Melchizedek, 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 Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. The second part. The second part is only 2 words, both meaning God. Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai, it's a very interesting word. The center of a word is always a key to understanding the word. If you were to spell Adonai in the traditional English way, it would be spelled A-D-O-N-A-I. That O-N in the middle is very interesting. That O-N is connected to this, what I have on my left. It's connected to something called the Kingdom of An. The Kingdom of An, what does it mean? Well, this comes from Solara's book, The Starborn, and here I have a whole page quoted of quotes from her book. She says, An represents the template of oneness, and that we are graduating now from a duality-based world. The keys say that as well, and moving into this template of divine oneness, much more love. Interestingly, the word one actually comes from the word an, which, as you see here, can be spelled A-N or O-N, but it's always pronounced an. Think about the phrase, the word, the sound. It's made up of 2 polarities. The first is the ah, which is open and radiating out, broadcasting out. And the second part, the second letter, is the N, which goes in. Two complete opposites. But together, they form the template of oneness. The time now that we're moving into. And also and. When and is a connecting word, you connect two different parts and make them one. And comes from the word on. There are many English words, including thanks. In any case, in the middle of the word Adonai is the word on. Those polarities here in the picture next to Jesus, beloved Jesus, you see the geometric symbol of on. If you notice, it's a sun symbol over a crescent moon. So, it's this polarities. On. Why is the word in? Why do we say in English to mean in? Because that sound is the thing that it represents. As is the ah, represented by the a or the o. So Adonai, right in its heart, right in its middle, it's about this oneness. This oneness that is all that is the one. Creator become all things. So, two words, second part. Adonai Elohim. I see two different ways of connecting with the power. Perhaps it's really one way. In this word Adonai, the whole prayer is about this word Adonai. There's also a second part and also a third part, but it's that first part which is important. The Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Elohim, Adonai Echad. In the first part, the word Adonai appears twice. And that word is the key. It all revolves around that word. On my left, we have a picture of somebody who was called the rebel pharaoh. His name was Akhenaten, or some people say Akhenaton, which means his name meant son of the Aton. The Aton was the sun disk. As you could see, he's standing with his arms outstretched to the sun disk. That sun disk, he said, was the creator, the one God. They say he was the first monotheist. Perhaps so. But he didn't mean the physical sun. He meant the sun as a symbol of a greater sun, of a beginning sun that creates all, the Aton. And, well, he meant very well, but he lost his balance. You could see, and how could you not at that time? It was such a time, frankly, of great darkness. His intention was to bring light and to believe, but in the end it was also darkness. As you notice in this picture, he's much taller than his wife. The female figure next to him is his wife, and both of them are much taller than the little people who are next to them, who are serving them. And he did lose his mental, emotional balance in his attempt to do a very great thing, to bring the one God, of which we are all children of that one God. So, what's very interesting is the word Aton, the Egyptian word for the disk, the sun disk, the disk of the one,